Hello YouTube, this is the D.B.T Game Show, episode 26, part 2. Now if you haven't watched part 1 yet, you've missed quite a bit. So, please watch part 1 before you watch this part. And we're still reviewing Sonic Heroes for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, let's pick up where I left off. Now, I left off after explaining some control problems with the game. I've already explained in part 1 the flaws with the homing attack in this game and the flaw with the light speed dash. But there is one more control problem in this game that is extremely annoying. It has caused me to die several times. And this control problem occurs mostly in a level called Bullet Station. Bullet Station is an extremely difficult level because the level involves loads of grinding. And when you're grinding down rails to reach, well, you'll see what I mean. When you're grinding down rails, you hold the B button to go faster. Now if you want to I'm on the wrong level. Now if you want to change rails in this game, you flick the joystick to the opposite to the rail in the direction that you want to go, then you press the A button. Now, most of the time when you're flicking the joystick and pressing the A button to change rails, it'll work most of the time. But on several occasions, when I have changed rails in certain levels, I have died. Changing rails is extremely awkward as it is, but as you can see there, I don't believe this, I just died again. Now, let's just look at that again. I'll show you a replay. Basically, there are 3 rails, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I press the A button, I meant to change rails. I know I jumped off of there on purpose, but now, in the last clip that I showed you, when I switched rails, I jumped from the middle rail straight off the rail platform itself. In this game, there are several glitches when it comes to changing rails, and quite a lot of the time, you will fall off and die. Changing rails is awful in this game. I mean, the controls are awful, it's just the way that they're done in the game. I mean, the biggest problem is changing rails. You make to flip the joystick left or right and then press A. Most times it will work, but at the most important times in the game, when you're trying to beat a boss or something, or do an extremely hard bit, you will die. Anyway, enough about the controls. Let's get on to some other stuff about this game. Let's go to the music. The music in Sonic Heroes is pretty good. It's not as good as Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, no way. But it's still pretty good. I mean, all the songs are still sung by the band called Crush 40, and they're all still pretty awesome. But some of the music isn't as good as it was. But most songs are still pretty good. Okay, let's go on to gameplay. The gameplay for like a Sonic Heroes is very, very simple. When you play in the story mode, which is the best part, which is the main part of the game, there are 4 stories to choose from. You've got Sonic's story, where you can play Sonic, Tails and Knuckles. You've got Dark story, where you play Shadow, Rouge the Slut, or Rouge the Bat, whatever you want to call her. Omega. Then you've got Team Rose, where you play as Cream the Rabbit, Amy Rose, and Big the Cat, who's an ass. I hate Big the Cat, he's an asshole. And then finally you got Team Chaotix, where you play as Espio, Victor the Crocodile, and Charm of the Bee. I don't know where Armado the Armadillo is in Team Chaotix. He hasn't been in a Sonic game for ages, and I won't mind seeing him again. It's also a final story where you will fight the last boss, but you only unlock that when you get all 7 K symbols, so it's kind of a secret thing. Right. A few more controls for this game. Controls for this game, I've already explained them. I've already explained the faults of the controls. Let's look at the good stuff about these controls. Now, depending on the gameplay of the game, depending on which team you pick and which story, you have different moves and different attacks. Use the thumbstick to move around, the A button to jump, the A button again to home attack, the X and the Y button change leaders, the Z button for your team blast. Unfortunately, I can't show you it at the moment. And if there's jump and B with Sonic, you can do a tornado. If there's jump and B with Shadow, you can do a tornado. If there's jump and B with Amy, you can do a tornado. Quite a lot of the characters have all the same moves as from team to team. The flying characters basically have all the same attacks as well. Tails, they'll just throw the other 2 teammates at the enemies. Like this. Let's get on to the power characters. The power characters are the really strong ones, like Knuckles, Omega, Big the Cat, and Victor the Crocodile. The power characters are extremely strong, and they're good to take out several enemies at once. Basically, just pound enemies to death. Knuckles can still glide. And you can also throw Sonic and Tails at the enemies like some fireballs to do some serious damage. So that's your other controls of the game. Now let's get back to the gameplay aspect. The gameplay aspect is pretty good. Basically, it's like the old 2D Sonic games. Basically, just running through levels, navigating obstacles, destroying enemies, and kicking Dr. Roton's ass. So there isn't really that much to be said about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty good. There are several TVs and items you can collect whilst you're going through levels. There's a ring TV, an invincibility TV, a sneaker TV, a team blast TV, and loads of other stuff. You can also level up in this game. Just collect these different coloured power spheres. They'll make your attack stronger, so you can defeat enemies a lot quicker. Tails can fly as usual, but he can't fly for very long, so but everything in this game is pretty good. Collect these keys to get into the K-Assemble stages. The K-Assemble stages will always occur at the end of the second stage of the area. If you hit once, you will lose your key, which is extremely annoying. I've just got a team blast, so I'll show you what the team blast looks like. Each team in the game has a different team blast. The team blast for Sonic will destroy all enemies. The team blast for Team Dark will stop time for a while so you can attack the enemies. The team blast for Team Rose will give you a level up for every character and also turn you invincible. And the team blast for Team Chaotix will just give you a load of rings. Now I'm very sorry YouTube, but I've run out of time again. So join me in part 3 of my Sonic Heroes review. Well, review the rest of this game. So until then YouTube, bye bye.